What's up, everyone? It's your boy TK from the Batcave. It's 9:41 p.m. Eastern time right now. And I was just like, I was going through my news feeds. People were hitting me up. Hey, listen, did you hear this? And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, Michael B. Jordan's jumping on the project, Static Shock. And I was like, oh man, that's I mean, I don't know his work as a producer, but it's exciting just to see that the Static Shock movie is actually being pushed forward. Here I have an article here that I'm gonna read. But before we get into that, if you've been enjoying the videos I've been dropping, any content I've been dropping, I encourage you to subscribe, hit that notification button, and hit that like button. But only if you like it. Only if you like it. If you don't like it, then I mean, I guess don't do any of that. I mean, at least hit the not the like, because you have to like. Anyways, I'm drinking wine, some white wine on some Friday night. A lot of people are gonna call me out. They're gonna be like, yo, why you drinking wine, not whiskey or something like that. Astro Logan, what is up? I'm gonna check the comments below real quick. Astro Logan, what is up? Thank you for dropping by. Kevin, Want to Comic Talk, thank you for coming through. I'm just here to talk about the news about Static Shock and Michael B. Jordan. TK's Batcave. Everyone stay stay safe. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna share this article with you guys real quick. Let me go here and jump right into what we got for tonight. So right here, I got comicbook.com. The title of the article says Static Shock fans celebrate Michael B. Jordan's involvement in DC Comics movie. Static Shock fans got quite the shock to their system. I see what you did there. Quite the shock, Static Shock. Yeah. I see what you guys did. When news broke of Michael B. Jordan helping produce a movie based on Hero for DC Comics. Milestone Media had a major day in the sun during 2020. The publisher announced a brand new title for the imprint and implicit mention of a possible Static movie coming down the line. I really hope that they stay with like Static Shock and don't call it like Static or something. So that day is here and fans are excited about it. Comicbook.com's Adam actually wrote about the news today. Okay, all right. Michael B. Jordan spoke about the ambitious project. The Black Panther star told THR, "I'm proud to be a part of building a new universe centered around Black superheroes. Our communities deserve that. Outlier Society is committed to bringing to life diverse comic book content across all platforms, and we are excited to partner with Reggie and Warner Brothers on this initial step." That's what I'm talking about. Let it go on. Listen, if you guys haven't seen Static Shock or don't know anything about this character, I actually grew up. I don't want to say grew up. It was during my later years watching actually Static Shock. And I remember his best friend becomes Gear. This guy that's just cool with gadgets. His superpower, I don't know. He didn't have a superpower, but then it comes to find out that he's just super smart in making gadgets. And I don't know if that's a superpower in itself, but he does become a superhero. But and then you got characters like, the villain. It started off as a villain, Rubber Band Man, if you guys remember that. And then Ebon, the shadow guy, that they ended up finding out that they were brothers. I thought the show was cool because not only was it something fresh and brand new, it was all of that and then more when they start putting in DC as in Batman and all these other characters into it. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was awesome. The story, I feel like I was more relatable to this show than any other show just because it was down to earth and it was just like, put him on my bag, going to school. So I thought it was cool. Let me keep reading over here. Let me see if there's anybody else in the chat real quick. Gummy Logan, what is up? How are you doing? Superior, what is up? Yeah, and 1-2 Comic Talk. Thank you guys for joining me just for tonight. You know, it's I know it's out of nowhere. I just saw this article and I just wanted to, just read it with you guys. Breaking. Okay, so this is a tweet. I don't use Twitter a lot, so I guess this is a tweet. Breaking, I guess, like breaking news. Black Panther star Michael B. Jordan is set to produce a Static Shock movie for DC Comics and Warner Brothers. Yeah, man, I'm down for it. Let it happen. Make it happen. I hope they really explore the villains of Static Shock, because I thought they were cool, especially the relationship between Ebon and Rubber Band Man. I thought them being brothers and him growing up in the hood. I just thought it was perfect. I love the costume, the transition, and I'm talking about the show itself, the animated show. I don't know too much about the comic because I wasn't into the comic at that time, but I was just watching the TV show and I was like, oh man, he'll take a trash can bin and just ride it. Hey, yo, not like that, but just ride a bin. I thought it was cool. Let me see if they have anything else. Static Shock, iconic television show, actually celebrated its 20th anniversary last month. 20th? 20th? God, already 20 years? Let me take a sip. I'll take a sip. All right, well, we'll go through it. I think this is a step forward. I really think Static Shock could be like one of the main characters in DC, just because of how cool he was, his background story, everything that involves with him. I just thought it was awesome, and I really think it's pretty cool that Michael B. Jordan stepped up and now he's producing this film. Hopefully it goes through. Hopefully COVID doesn't affect this as much as it's been affecting everything. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me stop all that screen sharing. I'm in the chat. Oh, Z Collects, my boy, what is up? Thank you for dropping by. I just want to talk about the news about Static Shock. The news is one thing that Michael B. Jordan is going to be, I guess, co-producer to the film, but it's another that they're still talking about, that they're actually engaging into the conversation about, hey, listen, we want to make a Static Shock movie, a movie based on Virgil, and move forward with it in DC. That's exciting news. That I'm as excited because that was far-fetched as in like bringing the Red X. When they just announced the Red X in my last video that I made, that Red X is going to be a part of it in the comics and he's going to make his debut in the comics. These are characters that I grew up and I was like, oh man, that's cool. And then they just disappeared. And I was like, whoa, where are they going? What's going on? But I hope everyone's having a great Friday night. That's all I wanted to talk about. That article, there's a few articles out there that I could read and go over, but they basically say the same thing about Michael B. Jordan actually teaming up to become co-producer or produce the film Static Shock. I do want to say thank you for everyone that joined me just for this little bit of time. I hope you guys are having a great Friday night. Z's over here. I really watched it, so don't know much about, but I could never forget him writing on a trash can lid. Yeah, man. Like, I thought it was official. Like, in this TV show, I'm telling you, it's more like I felt like I could relate to it more. Not because I could fly on the trash can whatsoever. No, it was just him going outside and just the way Ebon would talk, and like it gave more character, more emphasis in the characters. You get me? It's like, all right, this guy's living in the hood, or he's around the hood. It wasn't like all jolly and every characters didn't have any emotion or any what's the word I'm looking for? Accent in a way. Like you know who's the Spanish person, who it's somewhat like the whole thing going on with Miles Morales and that Spideyverse movie and that film. That film was so good because it was just awesome. Especially that I could relate to. I was like, oh man, this guy's Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican too. Where he grew up. And then the music, the soundtrack, the way he's just it was awesome. It was on point. This is like another level of exploration. So I'm all for this, and I can't wait for this film to drop, or at least show some trailers or some things working on it. But congratulations on Michael B. Jordan. I don't know if he watches me. If he doesn't, he should subscribe to my channel. You feel me? I hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good and safe Friday night. Peace. I'm always peace.